la mote so sorol kela ko ala mayenda wala ka kurangulu be jara wollonta fanan bari sababole fanan be kuwo bela woto siso habatu sawda kata modi ye sababole ti jara lola karola tumo men ika jara loke anin kila la sunno da sallallahu alaihi wasallam islamo fa sonta menna ka jara loke alquran ayola yirjambo ani yirsulol ye kila la jara silo men no maka jara lo kala yirjambol ani yirsulo la alquran ayo wayatinne ika bayo natural bor kende balle di daliye nyimbayo natural borol sali mako e nole kala sa sali jara faye kende ya keren alala de maroka ila borol mu piyo natural leti imani fenne nyami men sali tora ifele ye bambutul sotali ye bambutul piro me yalon ke ka fay ko miracle karite faye bala di mol soto bam fo bala batale mba nyi miracle karite taba ya mosi balo bela ifon ba jela be men kele balol ali siso habatu sawda taman sero du sute bang e kamen sa fe ila protocol bala isaje alisi ndolo bonyoto ali yalon ko e mankilin fereng ni ngatale katu sasa le ka bala di mosoto waran fo sukuru kurang le bela bang yele selo imorid waran kono dimi bambalo me yalon ko akatu batandila fere ke ye futamma yen kotobo wallahi balo nela ko nyepete kununnu har bonyonto samote na borol salima ko e kari jara wati sutun annun ko dinding albo wole bole kunna sima yani jate kende yakola hada makala fi menna wala mu firingoti nga miracle spray sotali yenne ni miracle spray ni asoto asitan ka setano la ani wonyon ko tengolo anda asitan ka fenya ma fananto nalbe gabiya banko kanjang alinta dan na kunda bato mbale Kekilstown highway banyun sila baka ning esansero nyabe tilindi nyola wari ya futa banyun ningam telo nyabe tilindi nyola je base nin nawek nyabe tilindi nyola gabiya e bantala mbale Senegal Mauritanie Mali Gabon France katafo America banko kan ala la bulu ko na diam rangol tali yenkumandi 4399462 9954919 7954919 6954919 waran 3954919
Breaking news. Alhaji Bora has been released on bail secured by 2 Gambian sureties and a bail bond of $75,000. He is required to present himself at Kairaba police station at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. Currently, no charges have been filed against him. Kerfatu is reporting. Kibaro felenti a janjanda science scienteng. Kerfatu wale kibaro janjang yatandi ko Alhaji Bora mole matmi yalon ko science scientende. Ya bula bel lale andung Gambian dimfula. Wale ya bel andum belo nying. Yemulla akunda nitola walam dalaso wulta warawula. Anil lulu. Nying mol mi yalon ko wale Alhaji Bora bel wala mot mi yalon ko. Ibala ko la responsibility tala. Gambia banko kang. Bari Bora de iko ya bula de. Bari somanda talang kononto anin tala Gambia banko kang. Sama anyanta kata report je anyanta kata kafandi police wala Gambia banko kang. Iko science entende Bora de iman chachi deng akawda wala iman julu deng akawda imatanda lako yenyi neke science enteng kol bola nyama nga kibaro mun soto kerfatu bulu mbola banke kale science enteng alblan no ma kibaro be karana la watol bela. This is active hakilo.
Obviously we want to talk about what is trending on social media, which is the coup what happened in Niger, right? It's in Niger, right?
Niger.
Yeah. We've seen Nigeria's Tinubu and Senegal's Macky Sall. They said they want to send ECOWAS soldiers, deploy their soldiers, put them Niger, put them
to reinstate.
Yes, understand nga. But what am I saying is, can the black people when will the black man be wise and, emancipate himself from mental slavery? Because at the end of the day, why would France or why would the Western world, manipulate you into fighting your own black brothers? Understand nga? Because gone are the days where tubabi then intimidate black people or then ñëw fii nii oppress ñu jël sun naka lañ ko doyee sax raw materials yi jël everything that we have. But we have seen lately we have naka lañ ko doyee sax young leaders ñoo xam ne they are trying to change the narratives. They feel like, what, Africa is better on its own and we do not need all these people to come here giving us little aid and then in exchange taking our natural resources, understand nga? Because at the end of the day, we all know when it comes to population, Africa more upper population. When it comes to natural resources, Africa more upper. When it comes to economic growth, Africa stands the chance.
When it comes to poverty too,
understand? Yes, because at the end of the day, you know textun poverty because you cannot pack everything, every natural resources, from gold, from uranium, from diamond, from cocoa, from every oil, from gas, from everything we have. Nga dem nga jox ko tubabi, yow ya ko mom. Nga jox len ko ba pare ñom ñu jox la percentage bu ndaw, because at the end of the day ñom ñoko nek di process. Understand? It's raw material, they processes. So how do you see this thing? Do you think that Senegal and Nigeria should allow Emmanuel Macron of France or these American people to push them into fighting their own African brothers?
Sometimes history repeats itself, but with slight variations.
And are you against the coup or not?
Me, I am 100% in support of coup d'etats in Africa.
Because?
Yes. Yalon kamimuta coup d'etat, that's not soldiers with arms to topple a government or a so-called
a failed government.
Soldiers with arms and ammunition to topple a so-called constitutionally and a democratically elected selfish government. You call them coup d'etats. That's not coup d'etat. You know what is coup d'etat? Coup d'etat is a French word, coup d'etat. But the English way you use to overthrow or to topple governments with different mechanisms, with different means, with different ways, because there are many ways how to kill rats. I'm going to blame both English Wolof Mandinka Dahas Bahas Yere by Far. You know why the problem is emanate or commence begin? You cannot be a president or become a president because of corruption, greed, selfishness, self-centered. You want to change the will of the people and the mandate of the people that is stipulated in the constitution, the two terms.
Yes.
Is that not a coup d'etat?
Yes, it is.
They cannot let ECOWAS and AU and these so-called international bodies and communities put their house in order before they will blame the people in uniform. The problem of Africa is the intellectuals. The late Oje Jallo, Almane Manin Kafarkel, Ayafo. Africa is facing many problems. The intellectuals and the uniformed men are the problem of Africa. Ni soldier rol fane bankota na meta wolkote jila. They become tyranny, they become dictator, they become killers, they become criminal, they become terrorists. Now, when we go to civilian government, they started to loot. They started to do corruption. They started to do favoritism and nepotism. Now, why coup d'etats will not be in place? If you want to deviate yourself from coup d'etat, you want coup d'etats to coup d'etat.
Agree to the terms. Agree to the constitutional term.
In Africa, we must face coup d'etats because why? The so-called civilian government and intellectuals, they always change the constitution to their interest. They change the constitution to favor them. Why people will not do coup d'etat? Presidency is not something that belongs to no one's father or your mother. You don't inherit it from your family. I am coming to the case of Macky Sall. Macky Sall is having more than ECOWAS problem. Right now, Niger is not their problem. What Macky is facing, thousands of people in Senegal, they are dying in the street. What Macky Sall is doing in this country, this Senegal or Gambia, is hypocrisy. They even went to an extent to arrest the Senegalese that protest in the street against Macky Sall. In America, go to Manhattan, you go to Harlem, you go to Bronx, Senegalese, they protest against Macky Sall during the UN summit. You go to Paris, the tower there, people are protesting.
Of recent, they are still protesting.
This is a shame on our IG. It's a big embarrassment on our head of state and IG. Now, where is the human right? The whole world, the whole international community, they are watching Gambians. You are arresting the Senegalese protesting against their president. You don't use fire to fight fire. Niger, Asim Koita is ready.
Itu di mana ngani be kumandiro lo mutole itu Abdul Karim dari Misteri Muslim. Be bismillah program. Sorry? Ko be bismillah program. No.
Okay, Bora, continue.
Wrong number. Kasa, Sally, you cannot use military to fight a military. Niger is a country with sovereignty. They are sovereign nation. They are sovereign. They have their sovereignty. Let me enlighten ECOWAS a little bit. You cannot wage a war against a nation, a country or a state without having a resolution from United Nations. That's the Security Council.
Yes.
Macky Sall, ECOWAS nanta kalon. The case of Yaya Jammeh is different from that of the case of Niger.
Yes.
The whole citizens of Niger are jubilating, chanting, celebrating for the removal
They are
of
happy,
their
yes.
president. Now you people want to send forces to reinstate that president. What do you expect? Niger, Niger, Mali, they have different armed factions and different armed groups. Now they want to make this problem to go another level.
Backed by Russia and Kim Jong-un
Let Tinubu be very careful.
North Korea, yeah.
Nigeria is the country that did many coups d'etat in Africa. In the history,
I think they have the Boko Harams to deal with. So yes,
let them deal with their Boko
definitely,
Haram.
and allow Niger.
Bumbuya, my brother, I love that man. I love Asim Koita. I love Ibrahim Traoré.
Yeah.
And I'm in support of these people. Even myself, I can even volunteer to go and take an arm.
Yes,
to
me
support,
too. To
support Niger. Any president, you don't want to serve the interests of your people.
you.
Let the military come and kick you out.
Yes.